Welcome back to Ma'am Jessa's class. Samahan niyo kong muli na mag-aral ng math lesson in this video.
Our topic for this video is rewriting exponential form into radical form, or rational exponent into radical expression, or vice versa. What is rational exponent? It is an expression with fractional exponent. Examples are x raised to 1/2, m raised to 5/2, 7 raised to 2/3, and quantity 8n raised to 1/8. A raised to m over n is an expression or rational exponent or exponential form. Meron rin tong parts. Si A is the base of the rational exponent. M is the numerator of the exponent. And n is the denominator of the exponent. What is radical expression? It is an expression containing radical sign like square root, cube root, fourth root, fifth root, and so on and so forth. Nth root of A raised to m is what we call the radical expression, wherein yung n is what we call the index of the radical. It indicates the degree of the radical. Pwede yang maging 3, pwedeng maging 2, pwede yang maging 4, no? Kapag 2 ang index, it means square root. Kapag 3 ang index, it means cube root. Kapag 4 ang index, it means fourth root. And then A is the radicand, or it is a number or expression inside the radical symbol. Pwede yang maging 5, 8m as an expression yon. And then pwede rin yang maging x lang. Pwedeng maging 4, no? And then m is the exponent of the radicand, or siya yung power of the radicand. How to rewrite radical form into exponential form, or how to rewrite radical expression into rational exponent. Nth root of A raised to m can be written as A raised to m over n. So, etong nth root of A raised to m is what we call the radical form. Eto namang A raised to m over n is what we call the exponential form. Si n, which is the index, siya yung magiging denominator of the exponent sa exponential form. And then, si A, which is the radicand, siya yung magiging base natin sa exponential form. And then, si m, which is the exponent of the radicand, siya yung magiging numerator of the exponent sa exponential form. Example tayo. So, magre-rewrite tayo ng radical form into exponential form. So, square root of x cubed can be written as exponential form of x raised to 3 halves. Si radicand x is the base. And then, si exponent na 3, siya yung magiging numerator sa exponent sa exponential form. And then, si index 2, since ang ating given ay square root, so meron siyang index na 2, siya yung magiging denominator sa exponential form or denominator sa exponent ng exponential form. And then, example number 2, square root of 5 can be written as 5 raised to 1/2. Paano yon? Si radicand 5, siya yung magiging base. And then, since 5 yan, meron niyang exponent na imaginary 1. No? Which is, siya yung magiging numerator. And then, since square root ulit yung given natin, meron niyang index na 2, which is imaginary. Siya yung magiging denominator. Next is square root of quantity xy cubed. It can be written as quantity xy raised to 3/2. Si radicand xy, siya yung magiging base. And then, yung exponent natin na 3, exponent ng radicand, magiging numerator sa exponential form. And then, since square root ulit ang ating given, may index siya na 2. Siya naman yung magiging denominator sa exponential form. Example number 4, cube root of x raised to 5. Si x, siya yung magiging base. Then, si 5, which is yung exponent sa radicand, siya yung magiging numerator. And then, yung index natin na 3, siya yung magiging denominator. Baliktad na naman natin from exponential form into radical form. So, baliktad. Example is p raised to 3/2. It can be written as in radical form square root of p cubed. Which is si p or si 2, yung denominator natin sa exponent, sa exponential form, siya yung magiging index natin sa radical form. Dahil 2 yung index, square root na lang yon. Imaginary na lang yung 2. And then, si base p, siya yung magiging radicand. And then, si numerator 3, siya yung magiging exponent of the radicand. Number 2 example, x raised to 5/3. It can be written in radical form, cube root of x raised to 5. Yung denominator natin na 3, siya yung magiging index. So, since 3 yun, meron tayong cube root. And then, yung base x, siya yung magiging radicand. And then, numerator 5, siya yung magiging exponent of the radicand. Number 3, 8 raised to 1/2. It can be written as square root of 8. Si denominator 2 is the index. Since 2 yon, square root na lang yon. Or imaginary 2 na yon. And then, si 8, siya yung magiging radicand, which is the base sa exponential form. And then, yung numerator 1 is the exponent. Since 1 yon, imaginary na lang yon.